Hey, are you currently looking to transition from an employee to an entrepreneur? If you are, in this video, I will share with you 4 things you can do to see more success, to have more results. So I'm Colin Yearwood from colinyearwood.com. Over there, I share content and help those like you who are transitioning from an employee to an entrepreneur. So you can always check me out over there at colinyearwood.com. Subscribe to this channel because that's the kind of content I share here. So click subscribe and you'll be notified when I create new content like this. So as you start your journey transitioning from an employee to an entrepreneur, there's a lot of things that shows up, right? There's a lot of obstacles that show up, a lot of challenges that shows up. But what I want to share with you in this video is 4 things you can do to help you have more results and get more success faster along that journey. The reason I'm sharing this is, look, I've been in that path. I've done exactly that, transition from an employee to an entrepreneur. I'm full-time self-employed and absolutely love the process and love sharing about it. So let's jump into the 4 things you can do to get more results as you transition to an entrepreneur. Number 1, you have to focus on the positive. Yes, you have to focus on the positive. I know that might be obvious, but as you're transitioning, there's a lot of things that pop up. There's a lot of doubt that shows up in your head. There's a lot of doubt that shows up in your life. A lot of people that you may be encountering, including your co-workers, your boss, those are some of the things that I've encountered. Some of your family members will not get it, and they will focus on all the things that can go wrong and all the reasons why you should keep this safe and secure job. So you need to focus on the positive, and a couple ways to do so is keep very present. Why are you doing it? Why are you looking to transition from an employee to an entrepreneur? Why are you looking to start your own business? Why are you looking to create your own destiny? For some people, it's easier to stay as an employee, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for some of us, we want more. We want to control our future, right? You want to look at all the things that can go right, right? All the things that can go right, because everyone else or most people you encounter will share with you all the things that can go wrong. So those are 2 ways you can start focusing on the positive and being present. One of the ways you can do so is keep a journal. Make a journal. Keep a journal of all the things that are going right as you start the process of this transition. The second thing, you want to focus on how far you've come. How far have you come along this process of wanting to leave, wanting to build that confidence and making that decision to leave your job and pursue your dream, create your own thing? How far have you come along? Could you remember there was a time when you had never thought it was possible? At least for some of us, right? There was a time when we think it was never possible. Man, I'll never leave this job, or I can't leave this job. We have those thoughts. But then there's the day that thing clicks in your head. You're like, you know what? I could leave this job. I want to leave this job. I want to do my own thing. So focus on how far you've come with that shift. And a lot of that shift has to do with your mindset. A lot of that shift has to do with your belief. A lot of that shift has to do with the inner confidence within you. So focus on those things. How far you've come when you believe that you can create the life you desire by having your own business. The other thing you want to do is focus on the steps you've taken. So you've had that aha moment, right? And you're like, I could do this. What are the steps you're taking as you go along that journey? What are you doing when it comes to leaving? How far, what have you set up? What have you started to implement? What adjustments have you started to make in your life to make that possible, right? So that's another thing you want to do as you focus on the future. Focus on how far you have come. Actually, the next tip is focus on your future. So when you're focused on the future, you want to focus on what would your life be when you're able to complete this transition and you are able to create your own business and have your own success. Be that entrepreneur you desire to be. What will your life look like? What kind of things will you be able to do? What kind of experiences will you be able to have? And experiences are the key, right? Yes, we want to have a lot of money. But the key about it is, how will that money serve us to have experiences to make us feel fulfilled? Focus on those things, right? That's your dream. The other thing you want to do is focus on how you'll show up in the life of your family, how you'll show up to them. What will be different by you becoming an entrepreneur and having your own business? What will be different to them? How will you be able to impact their lives? If you don't have a family, you can start thinking about how will you be able to impact your future family's life, right? And most importantly, how will you be able to serve the people that you're creating this business to serve? How will you be able to impact those people? For me, I want to create a long list of people that I have helped make their dreams a reality, make their transition to self-employment, to entrepreneurship easier. For me, that's one of the things I want people to look back and say, you know what, Colin played a small part in my process. That's one of the things I want to, when it comes to the people that I want to serve. So focus on your future. And those are some things you can do to focus on your future. And finally, number four, stop looking for reasons why you're not enough. Stop looking for reasons why you're not capable of doing this. Stop looking for reasons why it may not work out. Stop looking for reasons why you're not going to be successful. Yes, those things creep up in our heads, but you have to be very conscious to combat those. Push them away. Have those positive thoughts we talked about before. The positive, focusing on the positive of your future, focus on the outcomes you want, focusing on how you can impact your family and the people you want to serve. Stop focusing on the reasons why you're not enough to make this happen. One of the reasons that happen, the reasons why we focus sometimes on why we're not good enough to transition to self-employment is because we're comparing ourselves to other people. We're comparing ourselves to other entrepreneurs who've done this and they're having massive success. Or we may have been doing it as long as they have, and they were able to leave their job before we did. We're comparing ourselves to other people who may have tried it and failed. They're not like us. Everyone is different. How do you know they really try? Right? We are comparing ourselves to others. So stop that. It's not something you can do overnight for most people, like for normal people. But you can do that if you're conscious about it. If you consciously, when you think about it, say, nope, stop that. Change that train of thought right away. Another thing you can do is focus on all the things that you're good at. Right? A lot of times when we're focusing on we're not good enough, we're focusing on all the things we're not good at. Focus on the things you are good at. Focus on the things that you've done well. Focus on the things that you could do better. Like, recording this video and someone is messaging me. But that's life, right? I'm not going to stop the video. You're going to hear this. But focus on all the things you're good at. The things you've gotten the results. The way you can impact people. Those things will help you as you complete a work on that transition from self-employment, from employee to self-employment. So let's recap those four things quick. So the four things you can do to get faster results or get more results as you transition from an employee to an entrepreneur is: 1, focus on the positive. Number 2, focus on how far you've come during this journey. Number 3, focus on your future. And number 4, stop looking for reasons why you're not good enough. So guys, hopefully this just helped you a little bit, brought some value to you, sparking you, train a thought in your head, giving you some new ideas. You can always find me over at colinyearwood.com, colinyearwood.com. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel to get more content like this. Looking forward to helping you as you transition from an employee to an entrepreneur. Take care.